I work in a prison for monsters. I interviewed the most dangerous one. Picture this. Your office is a dingy prison cell, and your coworkers are beings ripped straight out of horror movies. That's my life. I don't just clock in every day, I count down to when something could eat me alive. But today? Oh, today gets worse. Instead of my usual rounds, staying alive being the main goal, I was tasked with interviewing the most dangerous inmate in the prison. Yes, someone thought that was a good idea. As soon as I walked into that cell, I knew I was in over my head. Our star of the day? A creature that makes nightmares look like bedtime stories. The guards call him the Revenant, though he prefers Oliver. He's the kind of monster that doesn't just kill, he psych destroys. Think Hannibal Lecter, but with claws and a dash of interdimensional horror. When Oliver smiled at me, if you can call exposing several rows of teeth smiling, I felt my soul briefly try to flee my body. "You're braver than most," he said. I like to think it was a compliment, though it felt more like a warning. We started with small talk. I figured talking about the weather would be safe until he reminded me he hadn't seen the sun in centuries. Awkward. Then he asked me a question. What's the most monstrous thing you've ever done? Let's just say I suddenly didn't feel like the interviewer anymore. As Oliver talked, my curiosity began to mix with terror. He wasn't just dangerous because of his strength. He was dangerous because he made you want to hear every word, even if it meant losing sleep, or worse, your grip on reality. Oliver leaned in close, his voice like the scrape of metal against bone. "Do you know why they keep me locked up?" he asked. Of course I didn't. And then with one sentence he told me something so insane it made me question if the real monsters might be outside the prison. Every hair on my body stood up. It wasn't just fear, it was revelation. Maybe monsters aren't born, maybe they're made. Maybe we're more alike than I'll ever admit, and maybe, just maybe, that's what makes him the most dangerous of all. And there you have it, a brush with a monster who can terrify you, charm you, and expose the darker truths of the human condition in a single breath. If you loved this journey into the bizarre, hit like, subscribe, and share the chill. And remember, sometimes the monster is closer than you think.